Yes, making friends as an introvert is harder. More difficult, harder. Why is that so hard to pronounce? Making friends as an introvert is harder. It's not like we're antisocial. We want friends, but it's just, in the friend making department, extroverts just have a much easier time. And that's why in 2020 you probably saw me on r/gamerpals. If you don't know what that is, then that's good. Don't look it up. Like why didn't anyone tell me that before you had friends, to make friends, you have to talk to strangers. Like before you're friends, you're strangers. I thought friends just appeared out of nowhere, like you're, like you're in some anime. I thought they just appeared while you're on your quest. Why did I think? I guess they did start out as strangers too, but why did I think it was gonna be so easy? It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just gonna give you 3 reasons why making friends as an introvert is harder. Check out this visual, okay? So this is you. Let's say the orange is the other introverts, right? So let's say 50% of this room is introverted and the green is the extroverts. So then the other 50% are extroverts. Okay? Start to look like a pizza. But let's see. So this is how you start out, right? The orange is the introverts, the green is the extroverts. This is what happens 10 days later. Yeah, exactly. Notice how these friend groups started to form, right? These two became friends. This is a friend group here, or maybe it's all these people here. Notice how the orange people didn't move because we don't make the first move. We don't approach people. It was just these filthy greens moving around and having and making small talk with these strangers, like some crazy people. And they do it for fun. They do it because they enjoy socializing. That's where they get their energy. That is so alien to me. Yeah, notice how the orange people didn't move. And that's what happened to us too. We didn't move and we didn't get adopted by an extrovert, so we have no friends. In this case, there's 3 scenarios. So scenario number 1, an extrovert meets another extrovert and they become really close and they become best friends. Scenario number 2, an extrovert adopts an introvert and the extrovert's doing all the hard work, obviously, and the introvert's just accepting everything. And eventually they become friends because the extrovert tried so hard. And then third, the last scenario is when an introvert becomes friends with an introvert. Now, how does that happen? How could they possibly be friends if they don't approach each other first? Well, it's because one of the introverts glitches out for a moment and becomes an extrovert and starts approaching people. And this has a long cooldown. This is like basically like your ultimate in League of Legends or any other game with an ultimate move. They glitch out for a second and then they become extroverted. And then the effect wears off and then they go back to being an introvert. But then because of the glitch, they start talking to each other. And once you get the ball rolling, it's pretty much wraps there. They're friends and they're friends. But yeah, making friends as an introvert is harder because we don't make the first move and we don't approach people. If we're in a room, we're probably just on our phones checking the weather app, playing Clash Royale, playing chess, ranting to ChatGPT. And yeah, since the extroverts are the only ones making the first move, they have more opportunities to have friends and to find people that they click with. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is because small talk is unavoidable. Now, obviously, extroverts, they talk to a lot of people. They have a bunch of experience talking with people, so they find small talk easy, right? But for someone like me, I hate small talk. Like, what even is small talk? I don't care where you're from or what your major is. I guess where you're from is kind of important. Like, why do I care, like, what you got on your test last week? And I don't care about the subject you are studying. I don't care about these things, which is probably my fault. I should care about the person I'm talking to, but it's just so uninteresting and small talk just feels so fake. Like you have to fake your interest in someone. It's because of this small talk and because we're so bad at small talk, or maybe some introverts are good at small talk. It's because I'm so bad at small talk that I find it hard to meet new people, and it's hard to find out that we have a bunch of similar interests, because you don't just go up to a stranger and be like, so what do you think about the political and economic state of the world? Like, you don't talk about these things with strangers. Something I have done before is just when I met someone for the first time, I'm like, yo, do you play basketball? It's so dumb. Like, first thing I say when I meet them, it's like, oh, yo, what's your name? Like, we exchange names, right? And I'm like, do you play basketball? Because I just want to jump right into like maybe find out something we have in common. And it has worked out. I have played basketball with this new stranger, which is now my friend, or what do you call that? Oh, acquaintance. And I've become acquainted with them through the court, and it's all great. Number 3, talking is hard. Yeah, even talking to the camera right now is hard for me. And the thing is, so when you're extroverted when you're young, you talk to a lot of these other kids as a kid. So then you get better at talking. And as you keep growing up, since you're better at talking, more people will like you. And it just grows exponentially. They always had that experience stacked up. Whereas if you're an introvert and you're always not making a move and you're the one waiting for someone to approach you, you don't have as much experience. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, my energy for this video just died, so I'll be more chill now. I don't know why I was so fired up just now, but it's hard. I think it's because I was trying to keep everyone's attention. This is just not who I am. I don't talk like that. I don't scream at the camera or scream at my friends. I usually just talk like this. This is my real self. I don't like showing this side because it's kind of boring, and I'm supposed to entertain, but yeah, that's what happens. Anyways, I do have one tip on making friends. I know it works because my 2 closest friends are introverts, like hecka introverts, like like even when we all hang out together, we don't really, it's not loud. It's just like silence, and we're comfortable with silence. The one thing that introverts are good at that extroverts can't stand is silence. We will be quiet and we will have the silence, and it won't be awkward for us. But you see the extrovert in the corner just trembling, like, it's so quiet, it's so awkward. What do we do? But everyone else is just chilling. Back to what I was saying. What is this one trick I have? It's finding a common hobby. Actually, that's it. Especially as a guy, when you hang out with friends, you're always doing something, right? You don't just hang out to talk, I think. And yeah, me and my 2 closest friends, we always play games together, or we play basketball together. We have these strong hobbies that we are all like passionate for. So we just from time to time we just play games, and that's how our friendship developed and matured. Yeah, I guess that's the one tip. Yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed me going crazy about this, and yeah. See ya.